tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Morning, everyone. Hey, Spencer. Spencer was on this before the song was over. So good morning, Spencer. It's good to see you, man. Hope you've been doing well. I haven't seen you in a little bit. So yeah. So today we're going to talk about material and spiritual well-being. Let's cover the dates and everything here. It's March 21st. It's Sunday. I've had the grandkids this weekend, so I'm a little wore out. Might get a little loud. we have to tell them to quit running and jumping about every 10 minutes. That's about right, I love having them. I do. They wear me out, but man, it's one of the joys that I get for being sober, man. It's one of my gifts. I was upset at the fact that my kids had to watch me go through it and be a part of it. My grandkids, however, have never seen me drunk, and I'm going to keep it that way. So, all right, let's kind of get to this. So, you guys know me. It's going to start out off subject, but I always get to it. I always do. So, I will do my best. Oh, we got to do the, if you're here, please say hello or give me a like or a heart or something, because every time you do this, all of this is connected to my YouTube. And every time that happens, then YouTube says, hey, watch this video more. And that'll help us out, because we are working on doing what we can to get bigger. It's what we're doing. So, all right. March 21st, reflection for the day. The program teaches us that we have an incurable illness. We always get worse, never better. But we are fortunate in that our incurable illness can be arrested, so long as we don't take the first drink one day at a time. That is the very first thing that we need to do, is get rid of the ism. In this case, alcohol. For me, it's alcohol. I can't have it around the house either. I don't have Listerine. I don't have NyQuil. I don't own anything that has alcohol in it. It isn't that I hate alcohol. It's that I don't like alcohol. It's how I live my life. I live my life free that way, and therefore I don't keep it in my house. And if you're required to drink to be around me, then you probably don't want to be around me. So it's kind of how I see it. I don't care if other people drink. I don't care if they drink around me. Just not in my house. High-toned academic research and ivory tower studies to the contrary. We know from experience that we can no more control our drinking than we can control the ocean tides. Watch me, right? Do I have any doubt that I am powerless over alcohol? Who's coming down the stairs?
Wait, not right there. Come here.
Oh, looks like we're going to have a special guest today. I bet that's Sweet Pea. Here. The Sweet Pea. Yeah, the other two were on yesterday. Good. Don't be scared. This is Sweet Pea. My second oldest grandkid. Can you say hi?
Hi.
How old are you?
7.
7? Wow. That is awesome. You've been having fun?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Can I have a kiss? I love you.
No, we do.
Okay, that's what I get. All my grandkids are freaking cute too. Man. All right. That was a nice distraction.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love you. Go upstairs, silly. I never she's kind of like me, where she likes to be the center of attention. So, unless you guys want her doing it, she's got to go upstairs. She will too. She'll take the attention straight from me. So, may never fall prey to any short-term research results which tell me that alcoholism can be cured. I tried this, okay, and I was introduced to this book when I was 15 years old. So I knew better before my drinking career really got off the ground. Can we go up the stairs? Thank you.
It's the last one.
May I know that my disease is arrestable, but not curable. May I know that if I took up my active addiction again, I would begin where I left off. Closer than ever to possible death or insanity. We got one more special guest. Why don't you come on in here? Caden, my next special guest. My oldest. It was just me and Caden as the boys for a long time. All right. Now Orson's come around. He's too young to be here yet. So, but this Caden, can you say hi?
Hi.
Oh, he's my oldest. All right. How old are you, man?
9.
9, man.
Close to 10.
Close. Yeah, your birthday's coming up. All right. I love you.
2.
All right. That's all the special guests. And that's a great reminder why we do what we do. Be wary of today. I'll remember, be wary of new theories. Here's the thing is that we alcoholics and addicts, as people with isms, man, we are very smart people. We're intelligent people. We're also very manipulative people, right? I was very manipulative to try and get what I wanted. Okay. And what I wanted to do was drink. And I don't even like the taste of alcohol. I think it may 1 or 2, but that's not something I go over anyway. So be wary of new theories. Yes, you do not need to reinvent the wheel. Don't need to do it. So let's get to the material and spiritual well-being. So why we cover that first? Number one, it was in the book, and I like to cover stuff, right? But we can't get to all these other stuff. We can't get to all this other stuff if we don't get rid of the ism, the alcohol, the food, the drugs, the women, the men, the sex. I mean, there's a ton of isms. I'm working on right now, cigarettes, right? All right. I have marked the place in the big book, so we'll get to this. All right. Material spend. Fear of economic insecurity will leave us. Page 84, which is the 9th step promises. I'm going to go back a little bit. The spiritual life is not a theory. We have to live it. Unless one's family expresses a desire to live upon spiritual principles, we think we ought not to urge them. We should not talk incessantly to them about spiritual matters. They will change in time. Our behavior will convince them more than our words. We must remember that 10 or 20 years of drunkenness would make a skeptic out of anyone. So the thing is I had to live my life this way, okay? And I didn't ask my kids to, I invited them to go to like Alateen, ACA, and I put those groups in front of them if they wanted to go. A couple of them went to Alateen for a little bit. Something a lot of people don't know is my son's been sober 7 years now from meth. Okay. He came to me one day and he said, "Dad," and I was still drinking. "Hello, my friend." I know that's Mr. Livingston. I don't even need to look. I can just tell by the way you're right. It's good to see you. Keep up the good work. We love what you do, dude. But he came to me and he said, "Dad, I'm living on the streets and I don't want to live this life anymore." And I said, "Okay, there's the couch. It's all I got left right now. And you are more than welcome to utilize it." And he did. And he did a great job. Okay, I wasn't even sober yet. I've been trying to get in and out, and I think he caught what I was trying to do. He's like, well, shit, I better get on it before, or I'm going to end up like Dad. Okay? That's real shit right there, right? So even during my drinking, I was showing how not to do it, right? Good. There may be some wrongs we can never fully right. We don't worry about them if we can honestly say to ourselves that we could right them if we could. Some people cannot be seen. We send them an honest letter, and there may be valid reason for postponement in some cases. But we do not delay if it can be avoided. We should be sensible, tactful, considerate, and humble without being servile or scraping. As God's people, we stand on our own feet. We don't crawl before anyone. Anyone. We don't crawl before anyone except God. And of course, here come the promises, right? So, if we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. You guys just kind of saw that. See, I'm free. And because I get to do things like this, I get to show off my grandkids and stuff, right? To let you guys know, you do get them back. You do. I got all my kids back. Okay? God helped me do that. It was by the grace of God, and it was by the fact that I lived my spiritual life. Okay? When they're around, I don't talk AA. We talk about what's going on with them. We don't talk about Dad. And they've noticed that difference. And I know that they notice that difference because now they come to me about certain things. Oh, hey, Dad, I need your help. And it isn't a thing anymore. It's just the natural course of how it should happen. We are not going to regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. Of course not. I like who I am today. And like who I was a couple days ago. That's okay. We're not going to feel that way every day, right? We will comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. That means that I can sit in the middle of turmoil and have peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. I think that is backwards. Because I think the further you've gone down, the more benefits you have. That's the way that I feel about it. I went pretty far down. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. That comes by doing service work, by helping other people, by intuitively knowing how to handle situations which used to baffle us, which I think is coming up. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. I was going to say that was a different promise, but no. We'll lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude upon life will change. Okay. Here's the big one. Fear of people and economic insecurity will leave us. Notice it's the last one. No, there's a couple more here, but do you see how it's kind of, that's the biggest one. I would say that's the hardest one for most people, right? But look what's right before it. It's telling you what needs to be done before you're going to get that. Our whole attitude, self-seeking slips away. We lose interest in selfish things and find interest in our fellows. We see how our experience can benefit others. You need to do those things before you're going to get economic insecurity and having that leave you. Okay? I'm going to tell you guys, I do not make any money. Okay? I haven't made a dime in months, but somehow I'm still pulling this off. Okay? It's still happening. I don't worry about that stuff. I'm not saying that I don't get concerned. I'm not saying that I don't worry about it, but it doesn't consume my life. It's not going to change my attitude, right? We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. I'd go into it, but I'm at the 15-minute mark. All right. Having fear reduced or eliminating, having economic circumstances improve are two different things. When I was new to AA, I had those two ideas confused. I thought fear would leave me only when I started making money. However, another line from the big book jumped off the page one day when I was chewing on my financial difficulties. For us, material well-being always followed spiritual progress. It never preceded it. Spiritual well-being comes first. That's where richness comes from. Saying, I feel like I'm a rich man because of the people around me, because of the situations that I'm in, because I'm able to help other people. You know, I have a roof over my head. We have so much food we can't fit it in the frickin' fridge. That's a good problem to have. I'd say that's much better than I was doing 5 years ago. Heck yeah. I wasn't eating then. All my money went to alcohol. All of it. I suddenly understood that this promise was a guarantee. Not promise, yes. I see that it put priorities in the correct order, that spiritual progress would diminish that terrible feeling of being destitute, just as it diminished many other fears. So here's the other thing that I contend with. Being a man and not the breadwinner. Are you okay with something like that? It took me a little bit because my wife is definitely the breadwinner. Okay. But I listen to her because she understands me very well. She knows when I'm going through things. She's probably my biggest accountability buddy. Today, I try and use the talents God gave me to benefit others. I have found that it is what others valued all along. I try to remember that I no longer work for myself. I only get to use one of the wealth God created. I have never owned it. My life's purpose is much clearer, and I just work to help, not to possess. I own very little things. TV and a PS4. Priorities, right? And a drum set. That's the thing, is I'm not very materialistic, but the things that I do love are very expensive. So, what are you going to do? All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow for a daily reflection. This is my last day of kind of working on some stuff for myself. I've been a lot of changes in the last few days. I'm having a spiritual experience. And the thing is when a spiritual experience happens quick, it could be highly uncomfortable because change is happening quickly. And that's kind of what I've been going through. So I've just been letting me do what I need to do. And I'll be back again tomorrow, and we're going to, let's just say I'm very, very excited. We're bringing on a couple new people onto the business. So there's going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys. I love you guys. Peace out and have a day. Spencer Livingston, thanks for being here, guys. Love you.